Welcome back to Margaritas in Paradise. Hey, today I'm going out to meet Doug and his friend, and we're going to go out and have lunch. We're going to go over to Beef Eaters and have the Mexican buffet. Definitely one of our favorite places, just for the ribs. All right, let's get going. We are out on Knockhill, Soy 16, just going in front of Park Beach here. Put a big shout out to Night Flight. He recently showed up here. He was one of my viewers that was talking about potentially selling everything in the United States and moving over here, give it a try. And super nice guy. And anyway, he came over and took a look around a little bit and ended up following a little bit of advice, I'm sure, between a few other YouTubers and that, and hopefully me a little bit, and he ended up finding a place to rent here in the Wagamot area. Now he did, his initial plan was to live in Jomtien. He got a hotel room there. He started off the process from Jomtien, but for whatever reason, he ended up coming over to Wagamot Beach. Personally, I think he made the right move, but he'll have to decide that. You know, he needs a couple months probably to figure it out. The one thing is if you come over here, there's so many different things to do, and it kind of depends on what your priorities are in life and what you're going to do to keep yourself busy. So one of the things that he mentioned to me is that he came over here, I mean, not knowing anybody, you know, other than, let's say, talking to me and maybe some other YouTubers, and trying to figure it out from there. And one of the things that you definitely want is, you probably want companionship. You want to know somebody that you can depend on, or if you have a problem, somebody you can call up. And one of the things that he mentioned, one of his things that really helped him out was meeting up with a guy like Mark over at One Stop Visa Service. One of the guys that I recommend at Visa Services, for whatever reason, the Visa Services, they handle so much more than just visas, you know. So for instance, Mark, I think, is handling for Night Flight is not only his visa and bank account and driver's license. Let's see, I go straight. So we are on Knockhill, Soy 18, but you know, he's handling all that information for him, and I know that Night Flight's having some bank issues right now getting his income sorted out, and Mark's helping him with that. So this guy, Mark, is a really good guy, and you know, he charges for his service, there's no doubt about it. But it's making it easy for Night Flight because he doesn't have to go stand in lines and learn all this process himself without anybody there to help him. So These visa services are fantastic. They're definitely the way to go. One of my biggest concerns that I keep telling, I try to reinforce this for guys that come over like this, is I don't want to see them come over and just bleed money. I know it's going to be hard for anybody that's coming over. They come over here with a fistful of money, for instance, you know, but at some point or another, you have to stop the bleeding. I don't want somebody to come over here and spend 2 or 3 years of and act like a tourist the entire time. And now, don't get me wrong, a guy like Night Flight, he's never been to Thailand before, so everything is new to him, and he wants to have a good time. But I also see a lot of money being spent. You know, some things are your initial expenses, you know, like deposits and you know, whether it's a phone or whatever it is, you have to spend the money to get settled in what you're doing. And he's a good case for me because I've spent so much time talking to him prior to him coming over here. He had all the, you know, he had a lot of questions that he posed towards us, and so he had a lot of questions, and it was really a lot of the right questions. Makes a guy like me think as well. And he came over as prepared as he could to be able to make the right decisions. So even in our few conversations, only been here for, I don't think he's even been here a week, but you know, the things that he's looking at now, besides touching bases with Mark, is that he's looking at health insurance, been out looking at condos, and that he's already secured a 1-year lease. I always recommend, you know, I understand not wanting to waste time, okay? But you also want to take your time and just not jump on the first thing that you find. Well, is this place going to be available next week or tomorrow, or 5 minutes after I walk in there, is somebody going to snag it up? Well, that could happen, you know, but right now we're in low season and there's not a lot of people here. So right now is the absolute perfect time to be out looking for a condo, and there's probably, do I want to say thousands of them? There's probably thousands of them available right now. And of course, people want to make it sound like this could be snapped up tomorrow, but more than likely, it's not going to be snapped up tomorrow, you know, unless you do it right here on the spot. I think you have more time than maybe you think you do to get a suitable place for you. So, and some of the things to think about right away, you know, these are things that that Night Flight had to think about or be reminded about, or things like that. And probably one of the most important things to me is going into a condo, because everything's going to be furnished in this area, right? And one of the most important things is going to be the comfort level of the bed. Now, furniture in general is important, and don't get me wrong, but the comfort level of a bed in Thailand, the firm mattress is the norm, okay? And to me, firm, it's about the same level of hardness as this concrete drive that we're on right now on this road. So could you comfortably sleep on this, you know? So to me, I couldn't. And a matter of fact, if I didn't check that out, I might be in a position that I'd have to go out and buy my own mattress. And do you want to do that? Most people don't. They want to have a comfortable bed that they can sleep on over the next year with no problem, you know, and make it the best they can for themselves. So that'd be one of the first things that I would do, would sit on the bed, lay down on the bed and see if it's comfortable enough for you. Other things that you're gonna have creature comforts that you want to make sure is right for you. It's things like if you like to watch football, for instance, like me, and we're right at the beginning of football season. Go Chiefs! But and if anybody wants to know my picks, you know, I'm thinking the Chiefs are going to go 15-2 this year. Is mine. So let me know what in the comment section below what your pick is for football and what your team's going to do. So let's see, where were we at? I lost track of what I was talking about. Anyway, we are on Soy Bacal right now. Other things are like maybe the size of a TV. Or if you go into a room and it has a 27-inch TV on the wall, are you going to be happy with that? Or how about a washing machine? Do you need to have a washing machine in your condo? Over the next year, are you going to be happy with loading up a laundry bag and getting on the elevator and then walking 10 minutes to the laundromat, or having a laundry girl, you know, take care of your laundry while you're waiting for it? A couple small things to think about when you're out looking for some place to stay. Another thing might be, does the apartment or condo that you're looking at come with eating utensils, dishes, pots and pans, things like that? Do you need that type of stuff? Are you going to be eating out every day, or are you going to be bringing things back to your condo to eat, or even cooking for yourself? So you have to kind of take a read on yourself of things that you actually need and whether it's something that you want to invest in. You know, so those are definite things that you want to take a look at, because you want to make your life easy here, you know. And the thing I would definitely say is you want to avoid, as soon as you get here, having to go out and buy all these extra things that you're basically stuck with, you know. So one of the things that I really use all the time is an air fryer, and but wouldn't it be great if you didn't have to go buy an air fryer, that it was already in the condo when you arrived here? Those are things to think about. Hey, if you haven't done so already, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, that you're hitting the subscribe button. All right, well, we've arrived here right off of Soy Diana, right outside of the Pattaya bar, go-go, or whatever you want to call it. And straight down here is beef eaters and Longhorn Steakhouse, and what else? Patrick's is down there. Well, we'll catch you on the next video. I'll tell you what, this is a great place to be. If you decide to make that journey, this is the right location. Your money goes further and you can do a lot of things. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.